Soccer's history goes way back, with ancient civilizations playing similar games. These early forms of soccer were not just about fun, they were deeply embedded in the cultures and traditions of the time. From the dusty fields of ancient China to the sacred courts of Mesoamerica, ball games have been a part of human history for thousands of years. In ancient China during the Han Dynasty, people played cuju, kicking a leather ball through a net. Cuju, which translates to kickball, was not just a pastime, but a sport that required skill and precision. The game was so popular that it was played by both the military and civilians, and it even had its own set of rules and regulations. It was fun and also used for military training. Soldiers would play cuju to improve their physical fitness and coordination, making it an essential part of their training regimen. The game helped soldiers develop agility, strategy, and teamwork, which were crucial skills on the battlefield. Across the world, the Mayans and Aztecs played Pocatoc, a game with religious importance. This ancient Mesoamerican ball game was more than just a sport. It was a ritual that symbolized the struggle between life and death. The game was played on a large stone court, and the outcome was believed to influence the favor of the gods. Two teams tried to get a heavy rubber ball through stone hoops. The ball was made from solid rubber and could weigh up to 9 pounds, making it a challenging and dangerous game. Players used their hips, elbows and knees to keep the ball in play, as using hands or feet was forbidden. The losing team's captain was sometimes sacrificed. This brutal outcome added a high-stakes element to the game, as it was believed that the sacrifice would appease the gods and ensure the prosperity of the community. The game was a blend of sport, religion and politics, reflecting the complex society of the time. Ancient Greece and Rome also had ball games. These games were not just for entertainment, but were also used to train warriors and athletes. The Greeks and Romans believed that playing ball games helped develop physical strength, endurance, and strategic thinking. The Greeks played episkiros with 2 teams and a ball, which was a fast-paced and physical game. The objective was to throw the ball over the opposing team's line, and it required a combination of strength, speed, and teamwork. Episkiros was so popular that it was even included in the ancient Olympic Games, while the Romans played harpastum, using a smaller ball and focusing on carrying it across a line. Harpastum was a rough-and-tumble game that involved a lot of physical contact. It was played on a rectangular field, and the goal was to keep the ball in play and advance it towards the opponent's end. The game was a favorite among Roman soldiers, who used it to stay fit and hone their combat skills. These old games, though different, show how long people have loved kicking and controlling balls, setting the stage for soccer. The evolution of these ancient games into modern soccer is a testament to the enduring appeal of ball sports, from the ancient fields and courts to the grand stadiums of today. The love for the beautiful game has transcended time and culture, uniting people across the globe. In the Middle Ages, different types of folk soccer popped up in Europe. These games were not just a pastime, but a reflection of the community spirit and the social dynamics of the time. They were played during festivals, holidays, and special occasions, bringing together people of all ages and backgrounds. These games were messy and rough, with few rules and lots of danger. The lack of standardized rules meant that each village had its own version of the game, often leading to chaotic and unpredictable matches. The physical nature of the game was both a draw and a risk, as players often found themselves in the midst of intense and sometimes violent confrontations. In England, folk soccer was super popular, especially in small towns. It was a way for communities to bond and showcase their local pride. Matches could involve entire villages, with everyone from young boys to elderly men participating. The enthusiasm for the game was palpable, and it was not uncommon for matches to draw large crowds of spectators. Games could have tons of players and last for hours. The sheer number of participants and the extended duration of the matches added to the excitement and unpredictability. These games were marathons of endurance, strategy and sheer willpower, often continuing until one team finally emerged victorious. Goals were things like trees or buildings, and you could kick, carry or throw the ball. The flexibility in the rules allowed for a wide range of playing styles and strategies. This adaptability made the game accessible to everyone, regardless of their physical abilities or skill levels. The use of natural and man-made landmarks as goals added a unique and local flavor to each match. These games were known for being brutal, with punching, kicking and wrestling. The physicality of the game was a testament to the toughness and resilience of the players. Injuries were common, and it was not unusual for matches to end with several participants nursing wounds and bruises. Despite the risks, the thrill of the game kept players coming back for more. People got hurt a lot. The rough nature of the game meant that injuries were an accepted part of the experience. Players wore their scars and bruises as badges of honor, a testament to their bravery and commitment to the sport. The community often rallied around injured players, providing care and support as they recovered. Kings even tried to ban folk soccer because it was so noisy and disruptive. The game's popularity and the chaos it often caused were seen as threats to public order. King Edward II famously issued a proclamation in 1314 forbidding the game in London due to the disturbances it created. Despite these efforts, the game continued to thrive, a testament to its deep-rooted appeal. But people kept playing anyway, showing how much they loved competition and fun. The bans only seemed to fuel the passion for the game as communities found creative ways to continue playing despite the restrictions. Folk soccer's enduring popularity highlights the human desire for camaraderie, competition, and the simple joy of play. In the 1800s, soccer in England changed a lot. It went from messy to more organised, thanks to fancy schools and universities like Eton, Harrow and Rugby. Each school made its own rules, some focusing on kicking, others on carrying the ball. These rules, though different, were a big step up from the chaotic folk soccer. They introduced ideas like boundaries, fouls and player positions, making the game more like what we know today. People wanted one set of rules, which led to a big moment. The Football Association, FA, started in England in 1863. 12 London clubs and schools met to make rules everyone could follow. The FA's rules were mostly based on Cambridge rules, focusing on kicking. But arguments continued, especially about handling the ball. This led to a split in 1871, with some clubs forming the Rugby Football Union. The FA's creation and the split were turning points, making soccer its own sport with clear rules and setting it up to become super popular. Section 5. Spreading the passion soccer's journey across the globe. With its new rules and growing popularity in England, soccer quickly spread around the world. British sailors, traders and soldiers took the game with them everywhere they went. The British Empire helped soccer go global. Wherever the British went, soccer followed, becoming popular in places like India, South Africa and Argentina. It wasn't just the British. European immigrants brought soccer to North and South America too. The simple rules and easy setup made it a game anyone could play. Section 6. FIFA and the world stage, the dawn of international competitions. As soccer grew, people realized they needed a global organization. In 1904, 7 European countries created FIFA, Fédération Internationale de Football Association. FIFA's job was to manage soccer worldwide, make sure everyone followed the same rules and organize international games. This was a big step in bringing soccer fans together. In 1930, FIFA held the first World Cup in Uruguay. 13 countries played and people all over the world watched, making soccer a truly global sport. Section 7. From amateurism to professionalism, a transformation on the pitch. At first, soccer players were amateurs, they didn't get paid. But as soccer got more popular, teams wanted the best players, so they started paying players, which changed everything. This wasn't easy at first. The FA didn't like the idea of paying players, thinking it would ruin the fun. But paying players and making money from soccer became too big to ignore. By the end of the 1800s, professional soccer was everywhere, leading to competitive leagues and famous players. As Section 8, the business of football commercialization and its impact. In the 1900s, soccer became a big business. Teams realized they could make money from tickets, merchandise and TV deals. This changed the game. Teams spent lots of money on good players, better stadiums and getting more fans. TV brought soccer into homes around the world, making it even more popular and profitable. But all this money also caused some problems. Player salaries, transfer fees, and team ownership became big issues, making people wonder if money was more important than the game itself. Section 9. A global phenomenon, football's enduring legacy. From simple games in ancient times to a worldwide phenomenon, soccer has come a long way. The origins of football can be traced back to various ancient civilizations where people played ball games for fun and competition. Over centuries, these rudimentary games evolved, influenced by different cultures and societies, eventually giving rise to the modern sport we know today. It went from messy folk games to a professional sport loved by billions. The transformation was marked by the establishment of official rules and the formation of football clubs in the 19th century. This period saw the sport gaining structure and popularity, leading to the creation of national and international competitions. Soccer is so popular because it's easy to learn. Anyone can play, and it requires minimal equipment. All you need is a ball and some open space. This simplicity makes it accessible to people of all ages and backgrounds, fostering a sense of community and inclusivity, and it brings people together. Whether it's a casual game in the park or a high-stakes match in a packed stadium, football has a unique ability to unite people. Fans from different walks of life come together to support their teams, creating a vibrant and passionate atmosphere. It doesn't matter what language you speak or where you come from, football creates a universal language of its own. The sport transcends cultural and geographical boundaries, fostering mutual respect and understanding among players and fans alike. Soccer creates a feeling of shared passion. Soccer's impact is huge. It has the power to evoke strong emotions, from the joy of victory to the heartbreak of defeat. These shared experiences create lasting bonds among fans and players, making football more than just a game. It helps with social change, using its global platform to address important issues. Football organizations and players often engage in charitable activities, promoting education, health, and social inclusion. These efforts highlight the sport's potential to make a positive impact on society. Promoting unity, tolerance, and fair play, it inspires hope, connects people, and encourages a spirit of camaraderie. Football's emphasis on teamwork and fair play teaches valuable life lessons, fostering a sense of responsibility and respect among players and fans, and creates amazing memories that last forever. Iconic moments in football history, such as legendary goals and unforgettable matches, are etched in the collective memory of fans worldwide. These moments not only celebrate the sport's rich heritage, but also inspire future generations to dream big and strive for greatness.